Hi, my name is Paul Skeith. I'm a business attorney in Austin, Texas. I currently spend most of my time getting businesses ready to sell to either outside or internal buyers. And I'm doing this a video log each week to talk about issues that come up in the news and that I'm seeing in my practice to try to help out business owners. So, non-compete clauses have become a standard part of doing business, at least in Texas. Other states, that's not true, like California. But Texas courts will generally enforce non-competes if they're designed to protect an employer's confidential information or specialized training that they might do for an employee, and if they're reasonable in scope, duration, and geographic area. But as of today, and so today is January 6th, 2023, a proposed rule is in the news at the Federal Trade Commission that might be about to change all of that. This rule is open for public comment for about 60 days from now. And so the proposed rule would declare non-competes to be unfair competition, quote unquote, and therefore illegal under the Federal Trade Commission Act. And so what would that do? Well, the rule would make all existing non-competes in Texas unenforceable once it goes into effect. And that's that'll be 180 days from when the rule becomes final. But not only that, but the proposed rule would make and require employees to rescind, that means to take back all existing non-competes in writing with employees, and also require those employers to tell in writing the employees that they are no longer bound by a non-compete. So in addition, and I think this is even a trickier part, the proposed rules would also make non-disclosure agreements, not non-competes, but non-disclosure agreements that have the effect of prohibiting an employee or worker from seeking or accepting employment. It would make those unenforceable as well. So really important if the rule goes into effect not to have NDAs that are super overbroad. An important exception to this proposed rule, particularly in my world of getting businesses ready to sell, is that non-competes related to the sale of a business that are accepted from this rule as long as the people who are asked to sign the non-compete as part of the sale transaction own 25% or more of the business that's going to be sold. So when thinking about all of this and how this rule will impact the sale of a business, the sale of your business, I think that owners need to think about how the rule is going to impact valuation, how much a buyer is willing to pay for the business without enforceable non-competes. So questions like, how likely are key employees to leave after an acquisition if they're not bound by non-competes? What's in it for them to stay? And also, how defensible is the intellectual property of the business without the non-competes and potentially without non-disclosures, at least overbroad non-disclosures also. So this proposed rule is a long way from being put into effect, I think, because it's going to be subject to multiple court challenges, and we don't know what the final outcome can be. But here's the thing, I think business owners don't have to wait to find out, because what I recommend is that business owners start thinking about all of these issues now and start planning on how to secure employee loyalty and secure intellectual property in a post-non-compete world, potentially. And so even if the rule is never implemented, here's the thing. If you can figure out how to add to it, how to keep employees, how to protect your intellectual property, if you still can use non-competes as a tool, great. But if not, your company is only going to be the stronger for it. Thanks so much.